kings and queens, you are now rocking with the best in the business. This is In Living Black, episode 173. I am your host, of course, JD. I'm here with a beautiful brother of mine, Young Yarra. And we have a beautiful guest up in here right now. Great artist right now, Bobby. Bobby G?
Yeah.
Bobby G, okay. I ain't know how you want me to address you, you know what I mean? I ain't know how you want me to address you. And shout out to Yomi, she is back up in the fucking building.
Let's go.
The homie
Yomi. Shout out, she's back in the building after traveling for so long.
Back.
You know what I mean?
She was missed.
She made it through the storms and all that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was wild.
She traveled, you know what I mean? It was like real work.
I forgot about
So
the
she's,
storms.
you know what I mean? The storm hit New York very bad. If you was in the state of New York, you know how bad that shit hit.
Facts.
Did that shit hit you bad?
Super bad, man.
Word? Yeah.
Don't seem like nobody praying for us, though.
Yeah, I saw somebody said it earlier too. Like,
Yeah, nah,
no
yeah.
love for New York.
No love for New York.
Media at
They
all.
like, oh, they'll bounce back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I think it is, though? It's so, it always feels like New York probably the strong friend. Nobody check on the strong friend.
Oh, that's a great way to put it, actually. 1,000%.
That's a fact.
Yeah, because Soho was like drenched.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Soho was drenched. A lot of, you from the Bronx, yeah?
Yeah.
You still live there?
Nah, I'm in Brooklyn right now.
Oh, you're in Brooklyn now?
Yeah.
Okay, what part?
Bushwick.
Bushwick? Okay,
Oh,
shout out to
Bushwick got hit bad.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now I understand. Yeah,
Basement
Bushwick.
flooded, everything.
Damn, I hate to hear that, bro.
Yeah. But it's all good. We're going to bounce back.
Nah, for sure. So for sure, but you ain't have to go swimming on that.
A little bit of swimming.
Oh,
A little bit of swimming.
what?
Currently
Damn.
still dealing with some backlash from it, leaks through the walls, foundation is crazy, but it's all good.
Damn. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it was bad. Like when you live in an apartment, like an old apartment and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fucking toilet was like doing that. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah,
Boop.
I heard that.
So that shit was shooting out the fucking. Well, like we keep the toilet seat closed, obviously, because we're not savages, right?
Of course.
So like, but the shit was boop 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 boop. And I'm like, yo, this shit about to erupt. Like, it was dead. Like, it was like, this is worse than Sandy almost. Like, if it felt like, because Sandy was crazy, but
Sandy was like 2012?
Yeah, 2012.
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
I remember that shit clear as day. I know you remember that because you're from Far Rock, and that was
Right.
bad.
Yeah, so Sandy hit Far Rock bad.
Yeah, terribly.
I mean, facts.
But we ain't here to talk about the fucking weather.
You're right.
We're here to talk about your music and your upbringing, and also like what brings you here type stuff. You know what I mean? Like what got you to this very point in your artistry. So just tell us the whole story, Bobby. Like, just say you was born and raised in Bronx.
Yeah.
Is that like what you like? That has that experience inspire your music in any way the most?
Yeah, I can tell you the neighborhood that I grew up in is actually where they had the first block party at. A
Cedric?
block over from 1520 Cedric.
Mm-hmm.
My earliest interaction with hip-hop in general was actually having DMX shoot that Rough Rider Anthem video on my block.
That's
crazy.
The block that they show in the video with him popping wheelies, all that, everything, that's the block that I grew up on.
That's tight.
Initially, I wasn't going to be wrapped into hip-hop like that in the beginning, but like the love was always there and the respect for the culture was always there. Me deciding to like actually make music later on just kind of came through, I mean, for the most part, therapy, just kind of like getting my thoughts out, finding ways to like, I guess, express how I felt in a moment for my individual life interactions. It's kind of weird to say, but sometimes you don't think the experiences you go through are that like pivotal because it seems so normal based on your area. Until like going away to school and finding out, no, nigga, you've been through some shit.
Yeah.
And that's not everybody's like, like path or story.
Yeah.
Just that's kind of what like led me to want to tell my story a little bit more. Even though it's not everybody's experience, we find ways to connect in music that way.
What age did you like go to therapy and then discover like this is a way for me to express myself in a non-violent way?
The music was the therapy. I actually didn't start going to therapy until probably like last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's a different experience in itself.
Right.
Just being able to like dump and then you don't even realize that the baggage that you hold, like, until you like speak to somebody who actually went to school to try and diagnose that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little bit different, but all in all, like, just sharing like my story and the stories of those close to me is kind of what makes me feel like my art is important.
So okay,
I was gonna say, like, it's very common for people like us who grow up in the environment that we grow up in. We never realize like just the amount of trauma that we all take on as a child.
Right.
Like, this is some wild shit that we see on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like, whether it be drugs, crime, like, that ain't some shit you supposed to like really be ingesting as a kid for real.
for sure.
Yeah.
And so like you don't realize like, yo, I'm 25. Why am I fucked up like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much shit I've gone through for real. You know what I mean? But like, a lot of people don't get to that point that you got to, like, yo, I need to unpack it for real. Like, and that's why unpacking is very important.
Yeah.
You got to do it, or else that's just gonna you're gonna pass that shit on from generation to generation if you don't take care of it now. You know what I
It'll
mean?
fester.
Facts. So luckily you found music that was your outlet, but a lot of people don't even know how to get it out for real.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
mean, it don't always got to be music.
For sure.
The other, other things, shit, even boxing, like just letting out aggression through that, and like that's a positive outlet.
Yeah, for sure.
Just making sure you find a way to channel it. Like, it doesn't have to be necessarily music. Could be sports. Could be writing. Just literally journaling. All that stuff.
Did therapy in any way make your music better in your eyes?
Yes. I think therapy allowed me to be a little bit more honest with myself. Like, even with unpacking that stuff in song, like, there's still guards and there's shields that we have, like, as a defense mechanism, because it's always about, oh, well, like, how will, like, the next person perceive me? But, like, to be a better you got to get past that, man.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely difficult to, like, at least just be transparent with yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then also channel it into something that's positive.
Yeah.
Right? So even if I know that I'm fucked up, is it easy for me to express myself in that way, even if it's a positive way? I feel like it's so easy for us to go the negative route.
It is, but also I feel like the world has shifted, and hip hop has always given us an opportunity to turn anything negative into a positive.
1,000.
Just using the word nigga.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the first example of that. Like, you know what I mean? We've been able to champion that and make that word something a lot stronger. Granted, people are going to be on the fence. Like, you
For good reason, for sure. Yeah.
What side you want to be on, but like, even taking it past that, like, what who's a good example right now? Playboy Cardi. His next album is going to be called what? Narcissist?
Yeah.
What other genre can you do that in?
Right. I mean, probably rock.
Yeah.
Cause that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's his route almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even rock is like from us.
Yeah, that 1,000. Everything.
Like, so a lot of those, like, similar tropes or whatnot come from us, and
I see
they
what you're
channel
saying.
into the music.
Yeah, so like our genre period, like when it comes to like music,
Blues, all that.
country, everything. We could do whatever we want to do to it and stuff like that.
Yeah, we
and
always
conform it
find
to our whatever we want to channel it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I understand it. So you got a project coming out. Remind the people of the name again.
Project coming out on September 14th.
Yep.
God have mercy on all those who dream. That's the tagline.
Yeah.
But album version, just God have mercy. It is for the dreamers, the believers, the overachievers, anybody who's, focusing on the journey for the most part. I'm using my experiences to kind of like create that that timeline for the most part within the project, but that's the overall theme.
Yeah, we listened to the project. On the project, you talk a lot about, I guess, spirituality.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're religious, but
Yeah.
oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's like, yeah, for sure. But like, you talk a lot about your spirituality. Like, how much has your spirituality led you the right way outside of just like going to therapy and stuff like that?
I mean, I could say my spirituality helps me course correct. I can't say I've always gone down the right path, but with religion, like, we always remind ourselves to course correct. I I can't say I'm any denomination or anything like that, but you know, my mom was raised Catholic, ended up going to Pentecostal church as a kid, stopped going to church, but I always had faith, believing in a higher power, like in general.
Yeah.
And I think that's where that theme comes from, because it's always something that's in the back of my mind.
Like religion had forced you to like have rules and stuff like that, in a way where it's like,
A conscience.
A conscience, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, because in a way where it's like, okay, I know I can't do that.
I shouldn't do that.
Oh, you shouldn't do that.
Right.
But you might have still did.
Still might do it.
I think that's what makes us human.
Yeah, for sure, 1000%.
100%.
Explain like, okay, like your upbringing in Bronx, like how was it for you growing up? Because I don't know how old you are. But,
Forever young.
Huh?
Forever young.
Forever young. Okay, I like that. I don't know how, because I just know like back in the days, New York used to be like wild.
It was.
And I know Bronx was wilder than anything. Bronx is still wild.
People will argue right now that the Bronx is still a wildest.
Yeah,
borough.
for sure. 1,000.
I don't think there's an
There's no argument. There's no argument.
there an
No, we're saying it's a wild place.
Bronx is-
We understand that. I appreciate everybody from the Bronx. We love you out there.
Of course, my birthday.
Yeah,
I was born there.
you was born there. Just shout out to the BX. We don't have no beef, no quarrel. Bronx Zoo is fantastic.
The birthplace of hip hop.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yes, Al, thank you for birthing hip hop. But just tell us, like, you know.
It was a mix, man. I mean, I feel like most of the time we probably block out the negatives if they're too traumatic. I remember it being mostly fun, other than the fact that, you know, you got to pick sides, and then as you grow up, friends shift just based on gangs. Like, you know, might be choosing being Blood or being Crip. We all grew up in the same building, but now there's different sides when it comes to that. Or just, you know, there was a rougher era, I could say, when hip hop was a little bit more gangster.
Yeah.
Less slot.
Poppy.
Yeah. Like where it is now.
Like 50 Cent, the Ja Rules, the Jadas, the Locks, and all that stuff.
It was rough.
It was
you
aggressive.
either assimilated or you just got washed.
Yeah.
Like for the most part. So
1,000.
you always had to find a way to stand on your own too. I wasn't a gangbanger or anything like that, but I'm a man in my own right. So when it came down to doing whatever I had to do, I had to do it.
Yeah. I saw on the last song, I'm not trying to skip on that, on the last song, with Famous Nobody, right? You spoke about, I guess, like somebody watching you from heaven. Was that one of your friends that was like they're close?
Yeah, that was actually my homeboy AV. Rest in peace, AV. He actually, his 4-year anniversary of his passing was the 2nd of September.
God bless.
He died in a motorcycle accident, but he was probably like one of the people that championed me the most as far as making music. And a lot of the songs that I picked on the project were songs that resonated mostly with him. So I pulled back from older material to kind of like add to some newer material. And that song was a dedication to him, and just even parts of it, the speeches at the end are him speaking.
Oh, wow.
Those are clips that, you know, we were able to like, you know, find and blend with the music and whatnot. And it was just like his dream was to share his art. He was a painter.
I actually enjoy that song. First of all, your production on this project is insane. Like who does the beats? So you have like a team or something?
I actually do most of my own production.
Whoa.
Yeah, Famous Nobody, I produced that myself.
That's fire.
With some help with like 2 other musicians, but yeah, most of the production on the project is actually from me, myself.
Where you learned that like you just like taught yourself?
Yeah, me and the homies, shout out to A&D. It was a group of people that I started doing music with way back when, and they're still making music now. You know, we chose a little bit different paths, but we still connect here and there.
Yeah.
But this project is solely like from me and my heart.
I used to make beats back in the days.
Back in the day, right?
Back in the days, man. I used to get down with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? The
What
beat.
happened?
Huh?
What happened?
You know what happened? The podcast.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you gotta really devote your time to that shit, because production is like definitely hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It looks like fucking shit unless you like really just sit down and practice and shit like that. For a little bit, I was pretty alright though. I ain't gonna
I mean,
lie.
it's still in you, bro.
Nah, you know what?
If you want to jump back in it, let me know, man.
Nah, you know what? You know what? I think I'm gonna retire on that one. I think I'm gonna retire that one.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Because But I could definitely sit in on the studio and tell you if some shit ain't what it is. You know what I mean? Because that's what I listen to first. Like, so when I listen to music, I listen to like production.
Right.
You know what I mean? I need to make sure that shit like moves me somewhere.
Yeah.
And you had like a lot of shit that was just like, yo, this is like excellent production. So if you did all that shit yourself, then
Thank you, man.
that's dope.
Most of it. I don't want to take credit.
Oh, you don't want to take credit for all of it, but why not? No, I'm fucking.
But that last song though is like, that was my first song on the project, by the way. But like you were saying before, I think we started, just like you want to be like your true authentic self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you could really tell like that came from a real place.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, like I think your man would be proud.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, that you made that for him for real.
That means
like,
a lot,
like,
bro.
Yeah, you feel that in the song for real. That ass.
Yeah, I definitely felt that. Also on Big Face Hundreds, I feel like is that like might be a single off that project?
Yeah, actually.
Oh shit! Look at that.
On September 14th.
You gotta get it. You gotta get it.
You see what I'm saying? I might be Diddy low key. Wow. But I'm chilling here. You know what I'm saying? I'm with y'all.
You might be Diddy, but you chilling.
I'm chilling. I ain't trying to like.
Nigga low key Diddy.
Never too late, man.
Now you ain't know
Never
what.
too late.
I'm here. Though, you know what I mean? Give me the call. I'm here. You know what I mean? But carry on.
Yeah, on September 14th, the plan is to drop the whole project all at once because I want people to have a similar experience like you guys did.
Yeah.
I want them to be able to listen to it. Of course, people pick apart albums all the time, but at least the first run through just to hear the entire vision.
Yeah.
And then, the video for Big Face Hunters is actually going to drop on that same date. Yeah.
You know what? I think I seen sneak peeks on this. I seen that was fire. That's good. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. 'Cause I think I seen it on Lucky story. Like maybe I'm not sure.
You probably did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nah. It was looking like on some Kendrick, like the Baby Keem Kendrick Lamar last video at the end.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That video was fire.
Oh, it was an amazing video.
Fire.
Definitely the best I've seen in like last 5 years. I've been saying that for like.
You have, man.
I have been saying it like it's actually
over there, man.
There's TDE team is crazy. Is there any like you're independent?
Yeah.
Is there any like labeled or do you want to stay independent? Or there's like labels like yo I want to get signed.
I mean, whatever opportunity comes my way, of course. Like if it's promising, we'll review it. But all in all, if I can do it all on my own, I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
I feel like artists normally when they get signed, they lose some of the creativity just because.
Especially on that first project.
Yeah. It doesn't get to be all of them.
Yeah.
So as far as I can get on my own, I'd rather that. And,
You could usually do it yourself unless you have like when like if you get, like even if you get signed, like if you got like extreme clout, which is unfortunate.
right.
If you got extreme clout, fuck the talent aside, they're like, yo, the label just want to be a part of it. Like do whatever you want to do. We'll fund a little bit, whether here and there. We'll give you billboards, and then that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they'll throw money at you, period. But like, it's unfortunate. Like with the real, like Nick, like there's an artist named Nick Grant. Okay. He was signed to Epic. He's from North Carolina, I believe, but he's a fantastic artist, right? But like, he's a rapper,
right?
And it's like they don't throw the same bag at him that they throw at like. I don't know, Future or something, like somebody else that's signed on Epic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Being a rapper, you're doing it you're trying to be an artist.
Yeah.
Like,
and are you trying to, like, that's just like your lane, like an artist, or like?
I mean, my lane is, I'm be honest, I just want to be progressive with my music.
Okay.
Every project, I don't want it to exactly feel the same. I want to feel like I'm pushing boundaries. And I think that's part of my reservation, depending on like what the situation might look like, because that creativity might get stifled.
Right.
Like if I'm in a mood to be the rapper's rapper, I want to be able to do that. A lot of times I focus on production just because I feel like music should be music and not just drums and bass line. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Instrumentation is important. Fair. Like there should be a sense that when I hear this song, it puts me in a certain mood, and it shouldn't just sound like everything else blended.
1000%.
So,
okay, because that's what you.
No. You go.
So you don't like when I hear your music, you don't sound like you're from New York. So like, what geared your sound? Like, or like maybe like, who's your inspirations?
My inspiration shift, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh yeah.
Between like It don't even have to be necessarily music. It's James Baldwin, could be Mike Tyson, could be Biggie, could be Jay. Like all of those things, like the great poets, writers, just books that I'm reading, like those have like influences. And in a sense, I try to translate that into sound. And that might be part of the reason why I don't sound like I'm necessarily just a New York.
You sound like you could be like universal for sure.
Definitely the goal. I want to make genre-bending music that stretches across like, the world.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. I was gonna assume that you like kind of like fuck with Kanye West or something like that.
I do fuck with Kanye.
No, but musically, like that would probably be like one of your inspirations.
As far as production-wise, I feel like he's somebody that pushes the envelope.
Yeah.
As far as hip hop goes, and he's definitely one of the main sources for that.
Did you listen to Donda?
I didn't listen to it yet.
Okay. Why artists don't like really like tap into like other artists shit like that fast? Like, what is that about?
One, I hate being influenced by social media.
Okay.
And I can't make the call on my own if I'm relying on everybody posting and saying this is what it is, this is how I feel.
I agree.
Then my opinion gets like, kind of like
jaded.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's influenced by that. And the same thing goes with Drake's album that just dropped. I didn't listen to it yet either. Kind of waiting for all of that to go away. So
might take a bit.
I could be honest with myself when I'm listening to it.
Yeah.
If it's mid, it's mid. If it's fire, it's fire.
Right.
When you're making music, do you listen to other music?
Nah.
For that same reason, though, right?
Yeah, because then it's like, I should be trying to make a song like this. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I understand.
Like, yeah.
That might be difficult. Do you like make music often?
No, I make music all the time, so I shut out.
Damn.
Is it hard to be a music fan then in that way? Like as an artist, like
it's hard to be a fan of the radio, but still be a fan of music.
Right? Okay.
Right. So you might go back to like these like old songs that kind of like just like inspire you and shit like that. Like you just tired of hearing new shit.
Yeah, when it's repetitive, because then I'm not really choosing to listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the radio is good for what it is. It's advertisement, and kudos to everybody that gets to play like that.
Yeah.
But I like to listen to albums on my own time. Like if I feel like that person's creative enough or they tapped into an emotion that makes sense to me, I'll listen to that project. And that's something that I always do and I encourage everybody to do. Listen to a project all the way through first before you pick it apart.
Oh my God, bro.
I know right now everybody's single oriented. So it's like, I'm just hitting that playlist, getting this and that.
You know what it is too? They look at the features.
Yeah.
And then just tap that one song, like that's probably like one of their favorite artists or like whatever they fucking with. Like they were like, I need to hear this right now type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's annoying.
Yeah, but when you do that, you never get like the true vision for the artist, like their project. Like the idea of albums is kind of, it looks like it's drifting away, but I feel like it's an art form that still needs to be there and be respected.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the idea of an entire project like being good from top to bottom is important, but if people keep picking and choosing just, random songs like this, we'll lose that.
Yeah, I agree. I feel, God.
And I was gonna say, like, also, just like the way people consume music just like really annoys me too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like everybody just wants their opinion to be known for real
and heard fast,
immediately.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I listened to this one time. Let me go on IG and rate this shit. You know what I'm saying? Say this song is bad, this song is good. I'm like, dog, you didn't even sit with this shit for real. It just came out. Yeah. It hasn't even been 24 hours.
That's also the problem that we have now. Because it's a double-edged sword. Because you get the instant classic.
Yeah.
Like label. Right. And it's like, bro, how can it be a classic if it ain't been out that long? How do you know those songs?
That's gonna stand the test of time.
Like longevity.
Sometimes you don't think so? Sometimes. Like, and it's rare.
It's very
rare. Like you could have heard, like when I'm not sure, I'm not sorry to cut you off, but like Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. You instantly knew that shit was a classic.
Fire. Yes.
You instantly knew this is the best shit I've heard in hip hop for a while.
That part.
Yeah.
The last part, definitely.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But time told me that it was a classic.
Oh, okay.
I didn't call it a classic right then.
Right there.
I could definitely say when I first heard it, best shit I heard in hip hop in a while, and he deserved all the accolades.
Yeah.
All of that makes sense. Same shit with To Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh yeah, okay, absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he did his thing on that, and shit. He might have like one of the top discographies as far as like
in hip hop artists for sure, 1000%.
Yeah,
there's no gas.
Yeah.
Even fucking Kanye up until his last couple of shits.
Yeah, there's some people that might be on the other side because not everybody's super religious. So I think he might have lost people on that track.
Correct. I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about like even like so like Kanye to me discography wise, his shit was insane up until Life of Pablo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like classics to me because like you said, like how you want to be as an artist, it shifts the culture.
Right.
808 Heartbreak came out. Everybody was like, "What the fuck? I want to do autotune."
Right.
You know what I mean? Jesus came out. Okay, we on aggressive shit. We on aggressive time. Like we want to do this. You know what I mean? Like Graduation even. Like I feel like the song Stronger. I feel like you didn't hear that on a hip hop album. You know what I'm saying? That I know you know, shit they play in fucking Macy's and H&M. You know what I'm saying? Like
he made it cool.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? He made that type of vibe and he pushed the boundaries on that. So as an artist, do you ever feel like, yo, this is the lane I'm trying to get into? Like this could be a difficult route for me?
Nah. I don't approach music like that. Like a song lives in the space that it should. Like, you know what I mean? It's a moment in time. Most of the songs that I gravitated to when I was younger, like there's a sense of nostalgia that brings me back to that moment in time. That's why I appreciate them so much. That's why I feel like music production is so important. Like, you know, because it should bring you back to a moment. It should remind you of something. Yeah. Whether that's good or bad. Like it should be polarizing. Yeah. Like, you know, that's very important when you bring up like Yeezus, like, you know, being so aggressive, polarizing. Like nobody was doing that, bro. Yeah. Nobody was doing that. Yeah. That's very important. And there's other artists that do the same things, but, you know, some of it gets lost with what we get on the radio.
1000%. That's why I don't listen to the radio. Or what would you say that's polarizing about your project that you have coming out September 14th?
I mean, it's a mix of old and new, in my opinion. Big Face Hunters being the lead off is somewhat aggressive, and I feel like that can be polarizing, along with songs like High on You.
Hey, that production is crazy, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. You got some shit on there. Got some shit on there. For real.
High on You.
Carry on, though.
Is actually a way of kind of me bringing like folklore into hip hop. Like, you know how we all have our own tales from the Crips, from our neighborhoods and whatnot. That was me pretty much taking the point of view of, you know, a girl that pretty much, well, a woman, let me say, that got laced.
Okay.
Back when I was growing up. And then she used to wander the block, no shoes. She just used to wear one of them long ass t-shirts.
That just sounds like a regular night in Bronx. No, hey,
Stop that.
I love Bronx Zoo, man. Just relax. I love Bronx.
I don't think the niggas in the Bronx care about the Bronx Zoo enough to like accept that.
No, you don't think they accept that?
Nobody goes to the Bronx.
Nobody goes to the Bronx.
About the zoo. Like, that's what out of towners.
Yeah, but you know what? Shout out to the Bronx. I'm just playing. It's just a joke. That was a good tag. Go ahead, carry on.
Yeah, that was my way of kind of like bringing folklore, like storytelling at the end of the day to the project. Something that I don't hear as often as like I feel like we should. We did get it on, you know, rest in peace, King Vaughn. He was like pretty good at storytelling. I feel
he was good. Nah, he really was.
Like, you know what I mean? And he found a way to flip that into, you know, the current times as far as like the sonic
drill
now.
Yeah.
And drill.
Yeah.
But wanted to do it a little bit in the old school way. It's a 4 on the floor, kind of gives you a spiritual vibe for the project, but to kind of tell her story about how she got laced and, you know, the repercussions of that.
Yeah, those we knew somebody that got laced up in high school. I don't know if you remember, bro. You remember him?
Yeah.
Real basketball athlete.
Damn.
Good player. Smoked with, I guess, a bad people. Man, that following year, trip. P, man. Wasn't on the team. Shit just like his whole life spiraled down off that one.
And those are the unheard stories.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
we all
yeah.
got them technically in our little neighborhoods, and it just lives in that pocket.
Yeah.
But sometimes we don't get to hear them.
Yeah. Well, I know you spoke a little bit about, like, you know, what black people go through and the social justice and things of that nature. What do you think about this current climate right now?
You know, to be honest, just with everything that's going on, I feel like there's so many distractions. We were so focused on the movement at one point, and with COVID and, you know, just the way, like, I guess the ripple effects of that around the world, it's kind of been dialed back a little bit. Not to say that people aren't trying, but I feel like we need to remind ourselves to keep pushing.
Yeah, we was on one on 2020.
Yeah.
We lacked that.
Yeah. We got a new president and feel like people think it's sweet.
Yeah.
And
It's not.
I don't think it's sweet. Not to say he's not necessarily doing a good job. Everybody got their own opinion, but still need fire on his ass.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, as far as the black and brown communities, he still hasn't like lived up to like his promises, quote unquote, on what politicians do.
Yeah.
He still hasn't lived up to that. I mean, also withdrawing all the Afghan troops and shit like that. I mean, Afghan troops, all the U.S. troops from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
That was obviously a mistake. So you got a lot of shit going on out there. Just a lot of shit happening right now in the world, storms and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the government's collapsing, Haiti's in turmoil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a lot going on in the world that.
Yeah, I kind of pray that Haiti catches a break. I feel like every time I turn my head, something else is happening.
Some bullshit happening.
Yeah.
And it's actually insane because it's like, damn, they were the only ones that revolted and won, right? Against, the slave trade. But they're getting the shit end of the stick. You know what I mean? Often. Even like Haiti has to pay back France. Can you believe that? Like they have to pay back France. France was the slave owners, but now the slaves, quote unquote, are paying back the slave owners. Reparations.
Bruh, it's so deep. And I know at the end of the day, whoever the victor is gets to write history.
Right.
But it's like sometimes, not even sometimes, all the time, we got to focus on calling people out and fixing some of the mistakes that are there. Even if at the time they thought it was right, it needs to be fixed now.
Right. As a black artist, do you feel like you're obligated to talk about social justice or like just social issues?
Not necessarily obligated. I speak about what's on my heart.
Okay, copy.
Like that's how I approach music, and I think that's where my focus is. I mean, at the end of the day, I know people label you're either conscious, or another artist, like another version of being an artist. Like
Yeah.
The drill scene might not be as conscious. I mean, but realistically, we're all making a conscious decision to either speak about something or not speak about it. So the label doesn't really make sense to me in that respect.
Yeah.
And I think no matter what creative field you're in, as black people, I don't think any of us should feel obligated to talk about whatever's going on if you don't really know what's going on for real. Because
that's the mistake.
When you just start talking, you get facts fucked up, and then they just sound like you wild misinformed.
You sound dumb.
You know what I'm saying?
That's 100%.
Like, why you opening your mouth? Like, we didn't need you to talk about it. You know what I mean? You felt like you needed to, and now you look crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, if you don't know what's going on, it's all right, cool.
That's perfectly fine.
There's people on the front lines talking about it that got the facts for real. I look at them. Yeah. I don't need to look at you or him or her. Like, it's cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to be a champion in that respect, that's a lot of pressure.
Fact.
And I can't say I'm an activist in that regard, but I'm a person that wants to do right. So wherever I can help, I will help.
Yeah. And you also keep yourself informed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just in case you come to the question like, yo, what do you think? You know what I mean? Because I feel like, you're not obligated to talk about it, but you are obligated to keep yourself informed though.
As much as possible.
As much as possible, because you don't want to be out here just looking like a dummy. You know what I mean? No, for real though.
Yeah.
I mean, as a black person, I feel like, or black and brown, period, is an obligation to yourself to know who you are, where you come from, at least, the very least. Obviously, we don't know what type of tribe we come from. Most black African Americans, we don't know what tribes we come from. Now, I'm not talking about that, but just know who you are, where you come from, what you stand for.
That part,
right? So what you stand for, what you believe in, and if you ready to die for that shit type stuff.
For real.
God bless the dead. Your mother passed recently.
Yeah.
Right. Was she also a catalyst for your music? Like, was she?
Yeah, my mom was like most African American or African moms, strong-willed, hardworking. Shit, most of my life she worked 2 jobs. Even the worst part was she kind of just recently retired at the beginning of this year.
Wow.
So this is supposed to be like pretty much the beginning of like her enjoying her life. But my mom is one of those people that just can't rest. Like, you know, she just couldn't rest. She fell ill last year with like ovarian cancer, but then the COVID thing added on to that. I'm on the fence. I'm not anti-vaccination or anything like that, but if you decide to get vaccinated, make sure you do your research. I just feel like, you know, her getting the shot made her worse.
Yeah, because it gives you a variant of the COVID.
Yeah.
Right? So like, because some people do feel like a little like droggy, or like they'll sleep for hours and shit when they take the shot. Some people feel fine, but it depends.
Everybody's a little bit different, so it really depends on you. Maybe family history.
Yeah.
Not a medical professional.
Yeah, I mean neither, but
I don't want to.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to lead anybody down there. I'm just talking from my personal experience.
Yeah.
And just how that situation made me feel.
How have you coped with that? Has therapy helped a lot? Has music helped a lot?
Music's helped a lot. That's where I've been pouring myself into, just making more and more music. Because one of those things, you know, even God forbid anything that happened to me, I want to make sure that I leave something behind, a mark on the world, one way or another. Like, it might not be on the grandest scale, but for those who love to listen, you know, I'll still be there.
Yeah, I think that's important to like leave a mark, a legacy. What do you see yourself in the, like next year? Not even the next 5 years. Like next year, like what type of time you trying to be on?
Top 5.
Top 5.
Dead or alive.
Top 5 dead or alive.
Off one LP.
on some Biggie shit.
Yeah, man. But I mean, realistically, you know, just, you know, more of a household name. Like my overall goal right now, focus is New York is home base. I want to try to, you know, pretty much take that over as much as I can, make an impact here, and continue to stretch my arms as far as they can reach. If that takes me worldwide,
it'll take you worldwide.
That's it.
Sure.
So Big Face Hundreds is a single. Are you dropping 2 singles, 1 single?
There's 3 videos in the pipeline. Big Face Hundreds is going to be the first one. Try to surprise y'all with the next 2, but I give y'all the exclusive here, saying Chariots of Fire will most likely follow up.
Okay, Chariots of Fire. Okay, good. Yeah, that gives me another single vibe. I'm telling you, I'm fucking Diddy out here. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, I don't understand. But anything else you want to talk about on this from this project?
Man, just a reminder, September 14th. It's going to be everywhere. Might have some pop-ups, so if y'all want to follow me on Instagram at Bobby.bodega.
And then you got this. You gotta talk about this Lego. This first of all, this is an excellent marketing idea. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, that's
shout out to my man Brick Fox for designing this template. This will be on limited release. I'm most likely probably put this up on the website, GAWDhavemercy.com. Anybody that's interested, I mean, it's first come, first serve at that point, but I'll have some takeaways for people if you meet us at any of the pop-ups.
Yeah, that's fire. I like that. Like, and then it's gonna have like a scan.
Yeah,
it could like
scannable.
That's fire. That's. I gotta see how. I don't even know where you scan that. Like, where you gonna scan that at? On the bottom? Oh,
It'll be a tap on the top. Anybody that has any of the recent
on the top.
Phones, it's compatible, I believe, with the iPhone 12 and an iPhone 11 and most recent Androids. So that way, once you tap it, you know, it'll
and that's it. You don't got to worry about Androids, really. Ain't nobody really got Androids.
I didn't want to leave anybody out.
I understand. I understand. Tell them where to find you.
On Instagram, at Bobby.bodega. On Twitter is Bobby_bodega. Yeah, man. And I actually should be releasing the community number. Let me figure out what that is now.
Community number. Oh, yeah. Damn. Yeah. That's that artist be doing that.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Because for a while, I thought I was texting Party Next Door for real.
Now you actually are, though.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because you individually respond to people on this app.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's direct line to them. He's just not giving you his private cell, so that way he can manage
how
crazy the responses are.
That's actually interesting.
Yeah. So
I thought for a while, I'm like, okay, Party is my phone, man.
He is. You talking to Party, bro.
Nah, there's no way this guy got that. He probably do that, what's that shit? you know, when you send it to like 100 people. What's that? What's the word for that?
The mass texter?
Yeah, text bomb or something like that, or mass. Yeah, something like that. Where you just like, I'm like, he texting everybody this. He ain't texting me for real.
No, if you reply to him, you talking to party, bro.
That's interesting.
For real.
That's interesting.
My community number
Why
just
you
got it.
asking party?
Well, I didn't ask him nothing. I just see. So, why you said that's an excellent question?
I just want. I do
What
want to know.
chopping
What
it
he
up
t-
about?
No, we ain't chopping. No, we ain't chopping up. No, see, hold on now. We ain't chopping up party now. Listen, if it was really party,
It is.
well, like, but he said it is. In my head, I thought it is. This can't be. But like, he was just sending. You know how like when he released his latest project, he was just sending like music and shit. So like he was like, yo, here's the video. It's out now. Tell me how you feel about it. Like text me how you feel about it. So I guess it is on some like real shit. Because maybe he could like dead ass view that shit, like scroll through that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually can.
Engaging more like what's the word?
Engagement to the fans.
Yeah, it's more personal.
Yeah,
Way more personal.
I agree. And I kind of fucks with that. A lot of artists do that. YG, Ty Dolla $ign type shit.
I mean, Ryan Leslie, shout out to him for championing this because
He was early.
He was early.
Early. Like, I don't even think this app existed when he came up with the idea.
Yeah.
So I think everybody needs to give respect to Ryan Leslie for just even thinking about marketing this way.
1,000. So your community number is what?
917-810-2473. You can hit me up whenever. If I'm available, I'll text back, man.
Wow.
This kind of brings it back to like that song Soulja Boy. 6, 7, 8.
Oh yeah. Oh, Soulja Boy was supposed to drop something too recently. This Kanye some shit like his whole album.
Yeah, man.
He's tight.
Really?
Yeah.
See, the antics behind that. I feel like I got a whole take on that. I ain't gonna get into it. I got a whole take on that. That's fake. That's all fake. That's all marketing.
It could be.
That's all marketing.
Only they know.
Yeah, only they know. And you know what? Guess what? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. But Bobby G, I appreciate you for coming up here.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Like, dope story, man.
Appreciate you.
Shout out to Lucky Peters as well.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Najee. He is not here. Shout out to Yomi as well for coming back safe through the storm. I mean, she really trooped through that shit, you know what I mean? And the U-Haul type shit. That's big shit.
Real.
Shout out to Bari.
Appreciate you, God.
Thank you for being here, brother.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, and shout out to myself. And shout out to the studios. Listen, we up out of here, but before we out of here, and livingblack.com is where you can shop the merch. If you want to pay some bills, we'll gladly appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Hoodie right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, shit. Now, hold on there.
You forgot what you had on?
Go ahead, flex on him.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm saying.
I got my beard here.
So, nah, you good.
gotta dust your shoulders off, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I can show you the back, but I'm not going to get up, though. You know what I mean?
Nah,
But,
you gotta let the people see.
I got to let the people see.
Yeah, you might as well get up now.
But is it still on me?
You teased.
Oh, I
it.
can-
Nah,
you
you
get in
gotta sit and.
You got like, yeah, you got like squat a little bit. Oh yeah, get right there. Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? But
Little shimmy.
gorgeous.
But yes, man, that's our fall drop. We got some shit on the way, but it's not for y'all. Respectfully. But you know, it might be for y'all. You know, I just be saying shit. But we up out of here, man. Living Black. We love you. Appreciate you. Peace.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Good.